Had a long day at work, but I get to talk about sports. It's a long day at work. I get to talk about sports. Hey, hey. Lonnie, get in there. I shouldn't be the. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. Cut it. Okay. I need to ask. Do I need to ask this question one more time? Where is my hockey analyst? Oh, okay. You're present. Presente. Good. Hey, now we got the whole crew here. Good evening. Welcome to the aftermath of week 12 of the report. I'm sorry. I apologize. I had to do it on a Wednesday night. I'm sorry. Y'all understand what I'm doing right now in the moment. I'm going through my 4 to 6 month long boot camp of GM training. So excuse me, my schedule a little crazy, but I promise I was going to do an aftermath. But before we start this hoopla, my panel, my friend, my brother, my sister, Lone Wolf.
Hi, how you doing? You doing great? You doing fine? Rob, how you doing, Rob? Look at this, Rob. Look, Rob. Oh, you get a little closer, brother. Yeah, he is. Right here.
And Rob and the Misfit, good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Oh, you started early tonight, huh?
He got a new one. but we want to hear the voice though. You know, glad you got the voice and the music on cue, but we need to hear your voice at all. So good evening again.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I hope everyone is well. First and foremost, thank you for all of our subscribers, YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitter, everybody. X, all the people out there.
Yeah, X. Yeah, say it right. Yeah, say it right. It's X. Yeah.
Thank you for all the people.
No, I still call it Twitter.
To listen to us.
I mean, I personally still call it Twitter, but
it's
I mean,
Twitter, because it's still a tweet.
Yeah,
it's still a tweet.
know exactly, and so, I don't like saying X because X sounds like it's a pornographic site.
Don't it? Go ahead.
But
I wanted to say, please take a moment to give us a view, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good jazz. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Okay. All right. And not to mention side bosses, nice spanking that ass.
Go to hell.
Tell him Freddie should.
In the wars alone, in the wars alone, Wolf. Tell Freddie I sent you. Now, the good news is at least your ass ain't eliminated yet, and your ass is still the 6th seed. So be happy and proud about that. That for one more week, you're still on the goddamn end of the goddamn rope. Because you see those two, the husband that's next to you and the one above you, they both still have a fighting chance. Okay, now, shall we proceed to Fool's Ball? As a matter of fact, we ain't even going to go football yet because we got some catching up to do. So this is what I need to do. I gonna turn it over to the Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf, you have some catching up to do with the NHL. So you go ahead and catch up with them while I step aside for 2 minutes.
It won't take too long anyway. Basically, two coaches got basically.
Oh, after that,
And one of Minnesota, ever since then, Edmonton have been winning games that they shouldn't be winning, but they've been winning. Hold on 1 second. Oh, technical difficulties.
So Rob, I gonna turn it over to you because there's an in-season tournament coming, right? Quarterfinals. Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah. Slate already set. So while I get myself situated, you can give them a good spill of that rundown.
All righty. Well, looks like we're going to go into the world of the end game tournament. Now, people could be a little bit upset about this because they're trying to figure out why are they valuing the regular season. Well, the regular season is important because it's the regular season. I mean, granted, everybody don't watch it all the way until December, but this regular season tournament got everybody looking at it a little bit differently. Especially last night. Last night was a very important night for most of the teams that were about 2-2 and 2-1. Because those teams, they were right there on the verge of either winning their group or being in the knockout round or being in a wild card. So that's the good news for last night. Last night was a very festive, I think it was 8-game slate that was on last night? Yeah, it was a very festive 8-game slate last night, especially it was starting from the first one, which was Milwaukee versus the Heat. Milwaukee was playing to win their group. Heat was playing to stay alive. No Jimmy Butler. Still kept it close, but Dame and Giannis showed up where they need to show up, and they handled their business. Shout out to Chris Middleton as well. He stepped up. He's getting healthier, and when he gets healthier and that team continues to click, it's one of the toughest teams to stop. So Milwaukee won their group. The Pacers already won their group for a good while. Let's see who else won their group. The Lakers won their group for a while, but the matchup of the night is the sauciest night. It's the sauciest matchup everybody wants to put on television every single night. The Warriors versus the Kings. These two teams do not like each other at all.
Matter of fact, sidebar. That game last night was a hell of a game to watch.
Every time they play is a hell of a game. It's always a game
them two,
every time they come on.
I think them two is starting to turn into a rivalry.
Oh, yeah. It's the team that's already done it versus the team that wants to do it. And I love it. I love it. Every time they come on TV, and it was great for TV too, because we finally got to see Draymond back on the court. And it is true. Still got a technical, but that technical was warranted because of the fact that he was getting hit with a lot of calls, and they, like I said, the refs were just being what they are to him. Ticky tack. It was a ticky tacky game all the way. You got to understand. I think both teams combined was almost 50 free throws. 56. Yeah, 56. Oh. 56 free throws. So there was a lot of ticky tacky going on. But at the end of the day, the Warriors' MO has always been their biggest Achilles heel, and that is the turnovers. The turnovers has killed the Warriors this entire year so far, and it killed them where it mattered the most. And shout out to not only De'Aaron Fox, not only to Kevin Huerter, but shout out to Malik Monk. That man hit the toughest game-winning shot of his life, and it went in. And the Kings won by 1. They're in the quarterfinals. So, and the surpriser of the teams that are in the quarterfinals, of all the teams, they expected Phoenix, and of course Phoenix made it in. But of all the teams that have make it in, no one would have ever thought that the team that's up residing in New York, and I ain't talking about Brooklyn, the New York Knicks, they are in the quarterfinals, and they got a date, and buddy, that date ain't gonna be pretty. But so far with the quarterfinals, we got the Lakers. For the West, we got the Lakers. We got Dallas. We got the Kings. Let's see. Yeah, because the Warriors are eliminated from last night because they didn't win. So we got a good amount of bunches for the West, and then the East. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it is the Bucks, Pacers, Knicks, and Celtics. Those are the four for there. And then for the West, it's the Lakers, Suns, Kings, and the Mavericks. That's the five. That's the four. So those four are going to go head to head next Tuesday and Wednesday. And then the semifinals will be played in Vegas. The semifinals and finals will be played in Vegas on the 9th and the 11th.
Question. Who you like in the matchups?
Let's see. So I like how the Kings have been playing so far. I think the Kings have been arguably the best team out there, but I can't sleep on the Pacers. The Pacers have been that surprising dark horse that no one really wants to deal with.
No.
So I like the Pacers. I like how they've been doing so far, but if you're telling me to pick one off the rip, I like the Kings to win it all. I think the Lakers and Suns are going to be a great matchup, especially since the fact the Lakers are going to have home field. And I like the fact that the Pelicans are getting back to being healthy. Shout out to CJ McCollum. He's playing today.
And got 11 points.
And see, told y'all. Great job by CJ for coming back. Continue to stay healthy, brother. I like the Kings overall to win it all. I think it will probably be between the Kings. I got a funny feeling we might see the Kings and the Pacers playing in the finals.
I like the Pacers, man. They're doing some things.
I like the Pacers, but I think the one thing about the Pacers is if you got another team that's got guards like them that can speed up the pace, that's going to be a run and gun matchup. And I think the fans want to see running guns. Mm-hmm. I know they want their stars, but I like runs and guns. So if I'm going with runs and guns, I want to see the Pacers against the Kings. And I think Fox got enough ammo to knock out Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
It's going to be a fight. I can tell you this much. These next 4 games, they're going to be fighting because these guys want this $500,000 a piece. They want that. They want that bread. I've never seen, like last night, it was so many games where the point differentials mattered to most of these teams. And I'm like, bread. Like normally in the fourth quarter, if you're up by like 30, you're sitting your starters down. Majority of these teams, they had their starters running for like the last 12 minutes to get the point differentials to match up what they need. So I like the fact that the players are taking this seriously. I just hope that also within that range, like a team that's like 4-0 or 3-0 that's already got it covered, don't play your starters when you don't need to, because the last thing you need to do is have an injury during an in-game tournament that can ruin you in the long haul. Mm-hmm. So I like how these teams are just gassing along and just making it better TV. But just remember, the main thing is the main thing. The in-game tournament is nice. It's good to win a trophy off of that and some money, but that's not the ending. The ending, they want to go to June. They want to go to June and they want to host a real trophy, get some real bread, and something that they can hold forever. So I like the in-game tournament. I like how it's working. I like the viewership. Just make sure the main thing is the main thing.
So my question will be to Lone Wolf real quick, because you watch basketball. Mm-hmm. So what I would like for you, break it down matchup by matchup in the quarterfinal matchup. Each game, who you got. I think that's what we should do.
All right, so you said the King. All right, first matchup was Kings and Lakers?
No, Kings and Pelicans.
Yeah. Let's go Kings Pelicans first. Let's go break it down game by game.
Kings Pelicans. That's the iffy one. I'll be honest with you, because the Kings have not been impressing me that much, even though they can win the late 4 quarters, and the Pelicans have been like scrappy. To be honest with you, I like the Pelicans to win that matchup. That's one.
For some reason,
the Lakers and Mavericks.
No, I meant Lakers and Suns. My bad. The Suns got the wild card, so they move on.
Okay, Lakers and Suns.
Yep.
Suns don't have. The Suns still got Zubac. Lakers. The only way how the Lakers going to win this matchup is depends on not LeBron James, but Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
No. How about we change that? Change it and correct yourself. It should not be any problem or any issue with Coach James.
Nope.
Okay.
I say it's not LeBron
No,
James.
It's not LeBron.
He said
Anthony Davis. I'm not worried about LeBron
Thank you.
James. I said Anthony Davis.
That's good for nothing bum.
If Anthony Davis
I don't care what y'all say. He's a bum. He's a bum.
Out there and be the old Anthony Davis that put you 30 and 12, Lakers can win. On the other hand, if the Davis come out there a little like flat, Suns will win. And by the way, all three of them is healthy. Beal, Durant, and Booker.
No, Beal is still out. He's dealing with a back injury, so he's got about another 3 more weeks.
Well, guess what? The Wizards just got away. The Wizards just got away from that problem. Then you have what?
Then on the other side, you have Boston against the Pacers.
Ooh, and the Celtics beat this team before.
Mm-hmm.
And is in the TD Garden?
No, we got to go to the field house.
Boston on the road is 50-50. It depends on if Drew Holiday's playing. That's your key. If Drew Holiday's playing, Boston got a chance. However, Drew Holiday not playing. James Brown ain't helping. Psycho T Jr. is going to run them out of the gym.
Well, I'll give you the update. Drew has been playing. He played last night, so he's back on the court. My thing is with the pace. The thing is with Boston is, can they slow down the Pacers? Because the Pacers right now, if I'm not mistaken, they are the number 1 team in scoring, and they have the fastest pace in the NBA. So
right.
Can you outwork them, and can you outscore them? That is the ultimate question.
And this was Drew Holiday.
Yeah. With Halliburton going off for 35 every single damn game.
And this is where Drew Holiday comes in. Because he's the only one that can slow down Psycho T Jr. I call him that.
You sure about that?
He's probably the only one. If Drew Holiday ain't going to slow him down, then the Celtics in trouble.
Big trouble.
And then
Halliburton is playing out his mind right now.
And then the Knicks got to have another date with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee beat. Okay, you want this or you want me to take it?
No, this
me.
Are you?
You.
See? I don't trust Milwaukee's defense. Their defense suck. I ain't gonna lie. Their defense suck. Their defense is horrible.
Their offense ain't.
Yeah, but their defense ain't horrible. The defense is straight up. Let's call spade YouTube. Milwaukee's defense is straight up booty.
Their offense really ain't.
I mean, their offense ain't, but guess what? That system reminded me of a Mike D'Antoni. All offense and no defense. Or in Rob's case, all gas and no brakes. So if the Knicks jump on the Bucks, Knicks can win this game. And jump on fast. I believe the Knicks can beat the Bucks.
It's a tough ask because if this was in New York, I would kind of incline to give you that much. But in Milwaukee, where they don't really lose that much, and especially when it comes to this end game tournament, because all it is the winner goes to Vegas. I like the Knicks. I don't like them on the road. I don't know which Julius Randle I'm going to get. I know what Brunson I'm going to get. I don't know what Julius I'm going to get, and I don't know what RJ Barrett I'm going to get. So I'm going to incline to go with the Bucks. I would like to see the Bucks play against the Pacers in Vegas. Because now that's when we're going to find out if Milwaukee's defense is for real. When you got to go up against a power like the Pacers. See, the thing about the Pacers is even if Halliburton don't get his, he's passing to everybody else so they can get theirs. And then once you thought you slowed them down, then he cranks up. And then once he cranks up, that's it. He's already got 12 assists on you. Then he's going to drop 25 on your head.
Yep. He feeds the Miles Turner and Buddy Heat.
So, Kristaps, you better be ready by Tuesday. Because if you ain't ready, it's going to be a long night for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But like I say, for the most part, that's all I have for the NBA. Like I said, shout out to CJ McCollum, first game back. Glad to see that you're healthy, that you're doing well. Keep up the good work. Keep up the pace.
I'm sorely not done. I want my take on this.
I'm just giving you the floor.
It's more of a discussion. So let me ask you. Me shift on camera for 2.5 seconds. Let me ask you, Lone Wolf, what makes you think that the Bucks? Okay, I understand the Knicks got defense, but you seen how much you seen the Bucks score? You seen what the Bucks been doing offensively still?
Offensively, look here. There's always thing goes. Offensively will win you games. Defense win you championships. That's the
so you're saying that they can't get out the East?
As of now, no.
So okay, I'm sorry. I need to correct myself. So you don't think they can get out of the mini East?
As of now, no.
Oh.
As of now, no.
So your favorite is Boston to come out the mini East?
As of now, yes. Because the minute, and guess what? He pointed this out. The minute they picked up Drew Holiday, and that's what they needed. That was that key point shutdown defense. The minute they picked up Drew Holiday, Boston defense is going to be crazy.
Agree. Even though they have their games where they have faltered, just like the Bucks and the 76ers.
Yeah. Also, another thing with the Bucks is, and I saw something about it, is they don't too much care about their coach. I'm starting to pick that up. I don't know about you, Rob, Chef.
Oh, I look. Stephen A. made it abundantly
clear.
You're on notice, and don't think that they won't get rid of you in a heartbeat.
Nope.
Oh, wait. Hold up. He should know that he got the scapegoat. They're not getting rid of Dame Dollar, and they're not going to get rid of Giannis. They just paid him a fortune. So, which leaves who? You.
Oh, I agree.
This is why.
Look, first of all, he's already on notice for letting go of Terry Stotts to begin with. That was already problem number one.
Coach Newbie.
Yeah, you already got rid of.
He don't deserve a name for me. He don't deserve a name for me. His name is Coach Newbie.
Well, Newbie got rid of Terry Stotts, and that was already problem number one.
What a fool!
That was problem number one. Now, problem number two is now your offense looks good, but your defense is suspect.
And that's where Terry comes into play. Terry Stotts comes into play. Because Terry Stotts, believe it or not, is a defensive guru. And you let that shit go. I'm sorry. Because You let it go because you couldn't check your ego. That's what it was. You thinking that you're thinking that you're bigger than the team or you're bigger than the organization. Guess what? You're not bigger in the organization. The same way they hire you is the same way they can fire you. Point blank range.
Oh, and just FYI, by the way, Lone Wolf, get ready for your favorite segment because you might need to go ahead and get your hand ready. Because the Lakers right now, yeah, after a 44-piece beatdown, well, they decided to take their frustrations out on the Pistons. And in 3, 2, 1. They are beating the brakes off of them 124-95. And when I tell you that look, when LeBron got pissed off the other night, that should show you that whoever played them next, you're not going to be good because Goat James got 25, 8 points, 4 assists. Mr. Bum got 28 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 1 steal. But that's not the story of the day.
The bench.
The high scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers belongs to Mr. D'Angelo Russell. He snapped 35 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 blocks, 1 steal, and was 5 for 9, 5 for 7 from the 3-point line. Snap into his Slim Jim.
Oh yeah!
35 points for D'Lo.
What is wrong with this man lately?
He got tired of y'all criticizing him.
I have.
And here's the crazy part about it. The 3 of them alone, just the 3 of them alone. Let me do the calculations right quick.
They accounted for about 90% of the Lakers' points, if I'm correct.
88 of 125 points belongs to those 3.
I was right. About 90% of the points. Yeah, I was right.
And here's the crazy part about it. Even if you take away those 88 points, the Lakers will only be down by 7.
Ouch.
They will only be down by 7 because it's 88 to 95 right now.
Ouch.
If they did it that way. But it's 125 to 95. So if you pick the Lakers to win tonight and to cover, you did good.
Then the spread was like
okay. So I might take on the East, or should I say the mini East? Because it's just a mini. Only 4 teams come out of the damn thing. It's out of the sleeper.
Oh, go ahead.
It's the sleeper. Boston is a favorite to me if they keep playing like they're playing defensively. The Knicks, blah, not enough offense. Bucks, we'll see. So I'll agree with y'all for now. I gonna go ahead and I gonna still do my fluidity, like Stephen A. Smith is fluid, literally fluid. I'll take Boston today, but don't think for 1 second that I won't jump back on the Milwaukee bandwagon. The only reason why I ain't jumping on Milwaukee right now is because that defense is a problem. And even though it's an in-season tournament, they're still playing for something, right?
And it still counts.
Your Achilles, huh?
And it still counts for the regular season as well. So yes,
I know that, but I'm just saying they're playing for something. With that said, I'll go with the team that got the firepower fully.
By the way,
defense and offense.
By the way, Didn't I tell y'all about that one team that's down there in not South Beach, but in Orlando?
Yeah. What about them?
Blanchard.
Didn't I tell you keep an eye on them? They're second in the East.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, hold on.
Orlando
Me have
Magic.
no issue with Orlando. Orlando is a problem.
That was my team. I told y'all to worry about. I said that might be the team that make the playoffs this year, and they're doing me right so far.
Mm.
I told y'all, Paulo Banchero. He's ever since he's been on that Olympic team, he's got something to prove. Now he might not be doing much today because it's the Wizards, but still, they're still winning by 20. They're handling business.
Mm.
So keep an eye out on teams like Orlando. Keep an eye on teams like Cleveland that are just getting everybody back in order. And also a team like Atlanta. Atlanta's starting to figure it out a little bit. So give them about another month to get themselves going. But I love Orlando, what they're doing. This is the most wins they've gotten so far within the first set in like
one
10
thing. I gotta cut you off, bro. I gotta cut you off. You just said a team that I don't care for because they fraud.
Atlanta.
Thank you. Fraud. I don't care what I say. That boy they got over there for point guard. Don't mind them 30 and 40 point game he having, you know. He's a fraud.
So what you're saying to me is he's inconsistent. Okay.
Fraud. He has 3 years of fraudery. Fraud. First year he was snapping. Oh, everybody great. Couldn't stop Trae Young. Then the second year they finally went to get to the playoff. They went ahead and beat Philly. Made Philly all break up and shit. Now all of a sudden now they want to go ahead and say that this good for nothing man. Him and Mr. Murray had to all of a sudden now figure it out. It took you this time? And I supposed to believe that? Y'all want a cookie for him? No, he need to prove that. Prove that in the playoffs. But for right now, he's fraud. Don't talk to me about no Atlanta. Fraud. The fraud.
No,
but in the mini West, the Lakers undefeated in this little tournament. And they got the Kings first?
No, they get the Suns first.
Ooh. I think in the regular season they split.
Yes.
So I guess this is the grudge match. Or should I say the mini grudge match? Because they might see each other again where they have to play 7 games. Psycho guy, I guess this is a mini grudge match?
Yeah. The first time they met. Actually, no. The Lakers got both. No, the Lakers got one. So they got the first matchup. That was the 195 game.
Yep.
Then the Suns got them at home. So So this is the rubber that meets the road.
Well, the mini version, because there's only 1 game.
Yep.
They might see each other again.
This the road that makes them go to Vegas.
Oh well. I like that better. Yeah. But because of the motivation, because they ain't got fully Brady Beal yet. Give me LA. And who's the other matchup? The Kings and who else?
The Kings and the I think it is. We just missed.
Rob, help me here.
Pelicans.
Rob, help me here. I can't hear you.
Yo, the Pelicans and the Kings at Kings.
Oh, that's easy. 3 words. Light the beam. Yeah.
You heard it in the background.
Yep. And when the Kings meet LA, I think LA beat that LA, they meet them in the playoffs. Golden State bumped into them. I think they're gonna be at.
Do you want the stars or do you want the points?
Oh Lord, that won't be tough. That'll be a tough game.
It's gonna be. I can say right now, it's gonna be a split crowd.
Well, I don't know what if D'Angelo Russell snapped off for 35 points tonight. he gonna need that to go against De'Aaron Fox.
What I against Booker or if in the making. I know
70 even. 70 91. I got the one though. I only got 70. I was hungry.
All right. It is, man.
Yeah, you want to go back to your hockey right quick before we head on to the
because we had some technical difficulties. I was mentioning about the Edmonton Oilers firing their head coach, and I mentioned about the firing their head coach. What happened? Coach, new wins. Edmonton has won, I think, 3 of the last 5 since firing the coach. Minnesota won their first victory since firing coach. Corey Perry, no longer with the Blackhawks.
Oh, the thing that pissed me off, how the hell the Red Wings got Patrick Kane?
Well, that's a good question. Because they was interested in them, and Red Wings need a little extra depth in scoring. And sure, you got Robbie Farabee and others, David Perron, with Patrick Kane on as the scoring depth, it'll make Red Wings a little more dangerous. Bruins, you may be still the best team in the NHL, but you've been struggling lately.
Why are we trusting a team?
This past week.
Why are you trusting a team who got cursed?
Well, if you win the President's Trophy, you curse anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you trusting a team that is cursed?
Because Boston has a top-notch defense. That's what it is. Rangers still got a good defense. I gotta say, hey, Tampa Bay, Mr. Andre Valesky, welcome back to the fold. I'm happy.
Oh, the best goaltender back?
Yep.
Good.
Back.
That helps.
Now we're gonna see what Tampa really are.
But they've been playing pretty okay though.
Yeah, we're talking about the East. Carolina played well. Matter of fact, there's a few top 10 teams that goes at home. They go butt naked and buck wild at home. Carolina, Boston, Rangers lately. Tampa Bay may get back on that road again. Philadelphia has been impressing me, but they're not one of the top teams that dominate at home. I got a question for you. Will the real New Jersey Devils please stand up? There's APB out of the New Jersey Devils.
All right.
I'm looking for them. But you ain't the only one. There's APB out on Ottawa Senators.
Ottawa? We haven't even talked about. Why are we talking about a team we don't even talk about like that? Ottawa? The Senators?
Yeah, they start out hot, and all of a sudden they have been flat. So we'll get them out the way. Toronto, They're still Maple Leafs. They haven't been blowing leads lately. But in the West,
Oh, they've been doing the Maple Leaf stuff?
Yeah, they've been doing little Maple Leaf stuff. They ain't been blowing leads lately. Don't worry, it's coming. In the West, Vegas gets butt naked, buck wild at home, but they lost last night to the Edmonton Oilers.
Sucks.
Yep. Vancouver gets butt naked, buck wild at home. They beat the Ducks last night, and the Ducks can compete. Don't let the
you knew that?
Oh, I knew that. Don't let the record fool you. They can compete. LA Kings are LA Kings. They're looking good. Coyotes, they've been struggling. But I gotta talk to my Washington Capitals real quick. How in the world you lose to San Jose Sharks?
Don't they suck?
How did you lose to the Sharks?
Don't they suck?
They're awful.
Oh.
And you lost to the Sharks. Why? I don't get it. Did that West Coast trip mess you up? How did you lose to the Sharks? I'd like to know. Spencer Calbury.
Hey, you know that 3-hour time difference to do some things to people?
He'll do some things to people, but we're notorious for beating the Sharks in San Jose.
Cost me money.
Sorry.
So I need Washington to get it together.
Washington, Rangers.
No, Rangers.
My team.
No, Rangers. You can't. Rangers. No, Rangers are playing good. But your team, the Devils, yeah, they need a wake-up call.
I'm calling all the teams that you said they were going to win, and they all lost. I'm calling all of them out.
Yep.
Wake up.
Yep, call them out.
Ottawa couldn't even cover 1.5.
Why you even betting on Ottawa to cover?
First and foremost, I want to bet Florida, but the money was too high.
Well, whoa. Let's not even talk about that Florida game there. I've never seen so many fights.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. That joint was hard though. Especially the granny that was in the stands. She had looked like a real mean mama. She was like, God damn. She had looked like the devil. Did y'all see Granny?
No, I didn't. No, I don't want to.
Oh, you need to see. Hey. Oh, you need to see Granny. You need to see Granny in the stand when they were fighting. Granny, Lord, Granny gave you one of those real mean looks that wasn't cool.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were really doing it.
But like I said, Edmonton started to come up a little bit, but they got a long way to go. Ever since they fired their coach, they got a long way to go.
Well, you know it was going to be a scapegoat situation with the failures that they can't even get to a Stanley Cup. Every time they go in the playoff, for some reason they choke at the wrong damn time.
Well,
and I guess they're tired of it.
Well, right now, guess what? Their records are below 500.
What?
Yes.
No, they're not.
Oh, yes, they are.
Oh my God! No, don't tell me that, man.
Yep, your man, Connor McDavid.
8-12 and 1.
What?
8-12 and 1.
8-12 and 12.
Yep.
Oh my God! No, y'all stop lying to me like that, man.
And some of them games that they've been competing, they should have won.
Oh, they were blowing leads too, huh?
Yeah, but I know they came to Washington that one night and they blew the doors off us 5-0.
Well, they do have days like that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, as far as it goes, There ain't nothing changed in the ranking wise except for this. I'll watch out for the Vancouver Canucks in the West. They're dangerous.
Who?
The Canucks.
Oh yeah, Vancouver. They're interesting. I ain't gonna put too much stock in them yet, though.
Oh no. Here's the thing. At home in Vancouver, they get butt naked and buck wild. On the road, 60-40.
So it's like pick and choose.
On the road. On the road, 60-40. At home, if you're a bad team, they're gonna tell you to pull down your drawers. So let's get it over with.
So,
Yep, that's it.
So, football was on Sunday, yes?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, football happened Sunday.
Yep.
Had some games that PO'd me while I'm here setting up myself. Question to you guys. I'm gonna go straight to game number 1.
Okay.
I need Bill Belichick to go. I need Mac Jones to go.
Well, that's already starting already.
I don't worry. In a few seconds, I'll be able to be on camera. But can y'all please take it? Cause y'all know exactly where I'm going with this.
All right.
While I set up, please.
First game on the slate is arguably the most boring game, the lowest scoring game that we've had all year long.
Yeah, lower hanging fruits.
Patriots, Giants.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be on TV. Shouldn't be allowed to be on.
Nope.
But they put them on.
Yep.
And not only did Mac Jones lay an egg, Zeppy laid an egg, even though he led the only touchdown drive that was on for the Patriots.
Don't freaking matter.
Still laid an egg. Belichick don't know which quarterback he wants to start.
They need to get rid of him.
And then they had a chance to kick a extra point to tie the game. Hook left.
Sad.
Well, Belichick, I've been calling for your job since week 2. It was time. I told you. They're never going to forgive you ever since you put number 12 out the door sooner than he wanted to. And then you stop the growth of Mac Jones in his second year with a defensive coordinator as an offensive coordinator.
Now look at him. Now look at Mac Jones, huh? Now look at him.
So you ruined the growth of Mac Jones. Y'all are doing worse than what the Jets are doing with Zach Wilson. I never thought that a team could do worse than what Zach Wilson.
Oh yeah, they are.
You guys have surpassed.
Oh, we passed that.
So
we're atrocious.
Here's my only suggestion.
Oh, only? I got suggestions, but go ahead.
I know you got suggestions, but my only one, because I'm gonna let you have it because this is your team. If some players want Malik Cunningham to play the man. Go play him. What else do you have to lose?
Nothing.
You're not going to the playoffs.
Nope.
You're probably going to a high draft pick, and you're probably going to screw that one up. Play Malik Cunningham.
Trust me. If you let Bill Belichick have the reins, he'll find a way to jack that up. Trust me.
Yeah. Play Malik Cunningham. He is a dual threat quarterback that was not bad in the preseason. I mean, what else do you have to lose? The guy can throw it.
Nathan.
He might not make the mistakes, but at least if anything, he can run.
Yeah.
And get you some yards.
I don't know why Bill tried to cut his ass first.
Yeah, he cut him and then brought him back.
I don't know why he cut him in the beginning with. He didn't look bad in the preseason.
No. Play the man. Play the man. You have nothing else to lose and nothing else to gain.
You already lost your dignity and your pride.
Play the kid. Play the kid. That's all I got.
At least you know if you have to go in the draft this year and to go find another one.
Yep. Play the kid. See what you got.
You want me? This your team. You want me to start? You want me to start? Or
you got it. I'm fed up with their ass.
Belichick, you're out of touch. You're out of touch. This league right now has turned into a mobile quarterback league. The conventional
Patriot way is not the way.
The conventional quarterback like the Mannings.
Patriot what? What's that?
The conventional quarterback like the Mannings of the world, the Brady's of the world, the Rodgers, who is the last of the Mohicans, the Elways, the Montanas, they're gone. This is a mobile quarterback league, and the defensive linemen are running 4.4s.
I'm saying and them wild dogs over there, how that is.
Yeah, they're running 4.4s at a 40-yard dash. Not only that, you don't have no true number one receiver.
We don't have one period, my boy. You don't have one period.
Devontae Parker, that's a bust trade.
What? Who?
Devontae Parker, bust trade.
Who's that?
Yeah, who's that? The only one who's been consistent is Kevin Airborne.
And he out for the season.
So if I was you, put Malik Cunningham in there, see what you got. And hey, there's a guy at Ohio State that you can use that can fit your bill.
Oh, I wonder who.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
He got hands. He got hands.
Belichick's got to go in order for that to work.
Yes. Because he will jack. Look, that man will pass on him to go take a bum.
Yeah, there's a guy in Ohio State that can fit, that can be a true number one. His dad
he can't. Belichick, the GM, is going to screw it up.
Yeah, he'll eventually screw it up. He'll eventually screw it up. I know.
Oh. Don't act like you don't know, because you know.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of look. You got one in Ohio State. You got a couple of them in LSU.
Oh yeah, I think
you got one in Florida State.
Sticky Green's brother. His brother down there too.
You got one in Florida State.
Mr. Coleman. Got a whole lot of good brothers. Wide receiver, quarterback, me. Go shopping, choose a good one. But Bill, I don't trust him because he's gonna find a way to jack that up, sir.
Yep.
That's why I don't have no confidence in his ass. None. Zero.
And the Patriot fans in Boston, they are tired of him.
We're all exhausted. I ain't gonna say tired of him, but we're exhausted.
Yeah. I think like this. If I was you, Bill Belichick, I will go ahead and retire at the end of the season. Go out on with your dignity. You come back one more year.
Not when he's trying to pass, you know who.
Well, you got 300 yards. Leave Don Shula alone. Leave Don Shula alone.
I'm just telling you what the man going after.
I know, but he ain't gonna make it Don Shula's record. Not with that talent he got. No. Especially on offense.
But bro, he made the defense bad. How long the defense is over there?
Well, but Judon being gone for a whole year, that killed the pass rush.
Yes, but excuse me, I'm working on game in the studio.
No, I'll take it down. But as far as Patriots go, they're disappointed. They are super disappointed. So
That's all I got. For
yeah,
them.
that's all I got for them. I got nothing to say to them.
I got nothing for them.
You ain't got nothing for them?
Nope.
Yeah, let's go into the next game. What we got? Let's talk about some actual good ones instead of that disgrace of a football
You
game.
can go ahead and go on to the next one while I'm here making my way to the studio. Go ahead. I'll be right back.
All right. While he getting him set up together, next one I believe we can talk about on the slate. Let's go ahead and get the other boring game out the way. Panthers and Titans.
Oh my God.
Let's get the boring one out the way.
Oh
Panthers
my
and Titans.
God. You have to talk about that too?
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be the short and sweet one. Mr. Mingo, when you catch the ball, you're supposed to have both feet in the grass. Not catch the ball and your feet goes out of bounds. There was no one there to cover you, Mr. Mingo. But we all did say King Henry was about to smell grass.
What?
Yep. And he's one of the reasons why I won $50.
Ain't that something?
So I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, hold on 1 second. Since I'm on the Carolina Panthers, Fry, did we tell our buddy named who was it? Was it Jason? This was back a few months ago. Jason, yeah. And he was talking about Frank Wright was a good, excellent head coach.
What?
Wait. Okay. Let's have
a flashback. He was talking about Frank. He was giving Frank Wright praises.
Okay. All right. Let's break the hoop off for a minute. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and get my lighting lights. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, everybody can see me good? All right, good. Everybody can see me good?
Yep.
All right, great. Straight.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see me? Okay, good.
Yep.
All right. Okay, no. I'm
let me get on that. Let me get on Frank Wright a little bit. And Jason, if you watching. I told you Frank Wright is not all good as head coach.
No.
I told you Frank Wright can't galvanize the troops. I told you Frank Wright is a subpar 500 record when it comes to playoffs. Hell, he got a bad record as of right now.
But I will hold on to that 1 second. You know who needs to be responsible, brothers? How about that good-for-nothing owner that likes to treat the Carolina Panthers organization like it's Toy Story?
Oh, Mr. Tapper. Mr. Tapper.
Oh yeah.
Do y'all didn't see his press conference?
It looked horrible.
This man has no knowledge or no understanding of how to build a team.
No.
You gonna go ahead and talk about how regretful. I know you regret that you should have went and took the guy that got picked number 2 instead of the guy that you picked number 1, but it's not our fault, it's yours, because we all said the biggest problem with Mr. Bryce Young is he's just a little fool.
Yep. Oh, shout out
an offensive lineman is taller than him. So he gonna have to drop back a little bit more to see stuff down the field. And instead, being that even though your offensive line is tall, but they're stink.
Can't block a cold.
They can't block a feather. Okay? They can't block a feather.
Correct.
So
Can't block. They couldn't. This guy couldn't block the offensive line for your Panthers. Couldn't block Cole if you were butt naked.
I don't think that would be pretty cool because they'll probably be freezing to death. That's how bad they are. So that owner, he's about another one of my problems that he's right now looking like real basura right now. And too bad you can't get rid of owners. But the Carolina Panthers are on their way to a bad place. Probably just like us because we ain't nothing either. But y'all need a lot of help. And the fact that you went and gave all your draft capital away, for the most part, well, you do have the bet. Wait, the Bears got their second pick, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so no capital for you, no first round for you.
They don't have capital for the next 5 years. You got to also remember, gave a lot to get CMC.
Hey, Carolina, bad time for you. You might want to start trading. Like Mr. Burns on your defensive line, he been waiting to get a contract. Y'all didn't want to pay him because y'all might want to trade him. You will need some draft capital. If I was you, I would trade him because at least right now he's a top 10 defensive lineman.
Okay.
You could get some first round draft capital for him. Just saying.
On the flip side, your idiotic move. You should have kept Steve Wilkes. Steve Wilkes made that team to compete.
Okay, I'll make this easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is why Toy Story got rid of him.
Oh, let me guess.
We're not saying it. We're just showing it. But
what?
Oh, so you want to be another Jerry? You want to be a wannabe Jerry Jones? Okay.
But don't feel about. I mean, you can't say that because he got rid of Frank. He got rid of Frank Wright.
But the difference between him and Frank Wright is, with the Carolina Panthers when Steve Wilkes was coaching, the minute he got rid of Baker Mayfield, that is.
And they look pretty promising.
Yeah, they can compete, and they'll compete for Steve Wilkes.
You know, it's sad that the fact that Frank Wright is the first coach ever to get fired in back-to-back seasons.
Yep.
And I don't feel sorry for him.
If you look at him, he looked like he aged backwards every week.
I don't feel sorry for Frank Wright. I don't feel sorry for Frank Wright at all. Not with the way he did. Not with the way he did with coaching wise. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't care for Frank Wright.
Well,
yeah, y'all got that? I don't care. I'm glad he got fired. I'm happy he got fired.
Well, let's discuss another game that might be a little more relevant. So let's see. How about the Pittsburgh Steelers. No matter what, they finally outgained an opponent in yards
and crossed the 400 mark.
Most of it was from running the ball.
No matter how they get it, they got it.
I guess coaching changes does matter. It worked for Josh Allen.
Yep.
Looked like it worked for you. Okay, I'll call you in the afternoon. Good job.
Good night.
We did say you're going. We did say you're probably gonna make the playoffs. But then after that, first round exit. That's all I got for them. Bengals, I'm sorry for y'all. Sorry that for your season it had to go the way it went. You lost your leader. What can we say?
I got nothing for this game. I mean, it's about time that they let Kenny Pickett throw it down the middle to Mr. Freiermuth, which, by the way, great job of coming back, by the way. Great first game back.
Over 120 yards. Real good.
Yeah, great first game back. Steelers defense is what they are. That's just what they do. No matter what happens, plug in, keep going, same defense. As long as 90 and 97 are out there on the field, they're fine. Thank you, Najee, for finally showing up. Because for the last 5 weeks we haven't seen you. So I'm glad that you finally showed up and played. Kenny, I'm glad that you decided. I'm glad that they let the reins off of you, sir. You've almost clipped 300 yards. Good job. I applaud that. That was a great showing of Kenny. It's about time they open up the playbook for Kenny Pickett. So whoever this offensive coordinator is for the rest of the season, continue the good work. You might be able to stay there.
Yeah, even though your ass only scored 16 points.
Yeah, but I'm just it's I get it, but it's the thing about the Steelers, their two MOs is time possession and run game. Of course, the defense is going to play the way they are. That's always been their MO for years. But time possession and run game, those are their two biggest MOs that's been getting them wins so far, and it's been going well. It's just now that you add Kenny Pickett that can throw down the field, or at least in the middle of the field, it's an added advantage to keep the time possessions going. So I applaud Kenny for doing that, for making these changes within a short amount of time and it working out. Continue the process. Maybe this offense can get back to where it was. Still have the Steelers making the playoffs. That's still in their range. I still got them making it. Tough out, but I still have them making it. I feel bad for the Bengals. It's just, you can just tell that I said it had to be a Joe Mixon game in order for them to win, and obviously they did not get the message. So like I said, I just feel bad for this offense because it has so much potential to be the dominant offense, but this is how much they have to rely on Joe Burrow. That's how much they got to rely on him much. So if I were them, I wouldn't even worry about getting offensive linemen anymore, because at this point, whatever offensive linemen you got, you're going to have to use it because they got to get familiar with each other. You need more weapons. You're going to need more weapons. Like, I know with Boyd and Higgins and Chase, I know they're weapons, but you're going to need more. You need more on the running game in order to make sure that Joe Burrow does not get into these kind of predicaments where he's got to be end all be all. I get it, but they need more running backs, probably a couple more tight ends to get themselves going, but they can't rely on number 9 to save them every single week, because if that's going to happen, he's going to get hurt every single year like he's been getting hurt for his entire career.
So just to cut you off for a minute, if you're saying that he keep getting hurt, wouldn't that mean the offensive line need to get better too?
Yeah, but I say they need to keep this offensive line. See, the problem is with them, they have bought an offensive line for the last 3 years, and they have not all been together those 3 years. I hate that. I hate to bring them up, but look at the Cowboys' offensive line. They've been together for 3 years now, and they've gotten better every year ever since they had those 2 rookie tackles on the outside. Ever since then, and we thought that Tyler Smith on one side would be the horrible one because he led the NCAA in holding penalties. You don't hear him about holding anymore.
No, he's a guard. Right guard.
But you don't hear about holding.
It's fixed though.
Yeah, it's fixed because they kept the same offensive line. Look at the 49ers. Same offensive line. The Eagles, same offensive line. They might plug in every now and then, but the core is still there. There has not been a core for the Cincinnati Bengals since they won the Super Bowl, since they made it to the Super Bowl. And ever since that Super Bowl run, they have kept rebuilding this offensive line, and they have not been the same bunch. You need to keep the same bunch for at least 2 years for them to figure out the cadence and how Joe Burrow moves. And until they fix that problem,
never be
which
fixed.
is keeping them together, which I think this switching, building, keeping up all these different stuffs. Joe's gonna get hurt like this every time, and the Bengals gonna be in the same spot. So you got to keep this line together for at least another year to figure it out. Because if not, you're not gonna see Joe Burrow for another 5 years. He might retire early, just like Andrew.
I gotta get on somebody from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Somebody by the name of Deontay Johnson.
Yo, was he high that day?
Yeah.
You know what? His
hands are built for decoration.
Behind
and then was
that's good for nothing. Little Mink and Poop. That's good for nothing. Little Mink and Poop want to go ahead and not even. He literally watched the man run past him.
Who that remind you of, Rob? I'll give you a hint. Super Bowl 50.
He starts with an A. He starts with an A and ends with a B.
No, Super Bowl 50. The Super Bowl 50 rings the bell? Like Cam Newton Davis tried to recover the fumble. That's what Deontay Johnson did. Oh, and by the way, Mike Tomlin, it's about time you fired Matt Canada, which you did. And ever since you fired Matt Canada, look at your offense. Your offense looks like upgrade and improve. We know that Matt Canada was the problem. We knew Matt Canada was a problem the whole time.
Everybody named Mama knew that.
But it took you 11 weeks to figure that out. No, scratch that. It took you 2.5 years to figure that out.
Here's my thing when it came to Matt Canada.
Oh God.
No. I'm with you on the fact that he should have been fired a long time ago. I don't think that was head coach call. You got to understand when it comes to the Steelers, the Bucks stop with ownership. That's the Rooneys. The Rooneys do not have you, mind you, this is their first in-season firing in over 40 years. Yeah, that's the Rooneys call. The Rooneys had to make that call. I believe that Tomlin wanted to do this probably a while ago, but he could not say so until the Rooneys finally just said, enough is enough.
The Rooneys just probably said, Mike, we trust you with whatever you do.
Right.
And Mike said, well, I made this decision on my own, which is probably very true.
Yeah.
He made the decision all on his own. And
he had to get there okay.
He had to get there okay.
Yeah, because you're not going to fire somebody without them knowing. You can't. You're just not going to. That's not going to happen, especially when it comes to the team like the Steelers. Now, other teams, you can fire them. Yeah, you probably talk to the GM. GM probably talked to the owner, and that's probably gone. There is only one owner in GM when it comes to the Steelers, and that's the Rooney family. When you get their blessing, you can do whatever you want. Ask every head coach they had, and there's only 4.
There's only 4, and all of them won the Super Bowl.
Exactly, and every last one of them's got a Super Bowl. So when you make these kind of calls, you got to go up the buck, and the buck said, "Go for it," because they're tired of it too, and they probably were just as tired as everybody else.
Even the fans are tired of it.
Yeah.
Order. Like I was saying, the man was losing the locker room.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
When you start losing the locker room and the fan base is starting to get into you, trust me, a smart owner would know what to do. No matter how good you're winning, you gotta go.
But as far as Steelers goes, is this: Steelers are not, and the Steelers are not going to be out of the woods yet.
No.
And not yet by a long shot. And the way how Baltimore's playing right now, the only way they're still going to get in the playoffs is the wild card. But then you got to think about it. You got a couple of teams that are right in the clip of your heels coming your way. I.e., I don't know. I can name a few. Houston's still in it. Denver.
Oh, Houston ain't going no place.
Denver's clipping on your heels.
As a matter of fact, interesting segue.
Yep.
Because that game between those two, Rob, you were right. But boy, they were close.
No, I told y'all. I told y'all. Do not get me wrong. I love Houston. I love what they have been doing. It's just when it comes to these big games, they have not been exposed to that yet. Not yet. This is the difference between the team that can win a division and a team that can make the playoffs. I do believe Houston can make the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. I still believe they can make the playoffs. It's not out of range for them. But when you're talking about winning something that they have not won since Deshaun Watson left, that's asking a lot. And especially with a team that most of the players are either first to second year vets. Maybe the offensive line is probably the oldest part of the team, but everybody else is either rookies, second or third year guys. And you're playing against a team that was just there last year, and all they got to do is get rid of the one team that embarrassed you the first week. And that's all that basically Jacksonville needed. They needed that one game to get over the hump and keep them tight, keep them locked in the division, because all they got to do now is get through the Colts and the Titans. That's it. They're done with the Texans. They ain't got to deal with them no more. All they got left is to deal with those other the bottom feeders, handle their business, and keep it moving. Now, I do believe the Texans will, like I said, they'll make the playoffs. They'll keep it interesting. And I think by next year, after having this feeling, they could win a division next year. By the way they're going, their ceiling is so high. As long as ownership, like you said, as long as ownership and all of them do not get their hands involved in too much, they can win a division next year. But for this particular year, this is why we picked the Jags. This is why we picked them to win. Big time games, big time wins.
Jaguars. Yeah, we always say it's the Jaguars' division to lose. We said that before.
This point.
And we still say the same thing. It's the Jaguars' division to lose.
Yep.
Houston
Don't get it twisted.
Houston put up a good fight.
Houston is smelling their backside.
Houston put up a good fight. Can't go wrong with that. I still have no love for Nick Castillo. You know that.
I don't either.
I have no love for him. I don't care if you win a Super Bowl. I have no love for Nick Castillo.
Unfortunately, they're on the route. They're on their way, looking like they got some things together in Houston. So it might be inevitable.
No, Nick Castillo, I will never forgive or forget him. He will always be on my list of I don't care about you. Now remember, I'm trying to keep myself edited person, so I couldn't use the other word. But Nick Castillo, no, he'll get no love for me. The only thing he get is my foot up his rear end. That's it.
I'll say for you. He deserves a foot up his ass. Yeah. Sis, how you feeling about Houston?
Oh, that's another one of my teams that I secretly root for.
I do too.
I think that CJ Stroud is going to be a whole entire problem.
Oh yeah,
for the NFL.
Oh yeah,
he is literally putting the league on notice.
He's the future.
Yeah,
that is
the future.
That's the future.
We've been looking for the one who got that it.
He looked like it.
Hey, Mahomes, you might have a problem in a few years if you got to go down to H-Town or they got to come see you,
or if he keeps being injury prone.
forget that. I don't care about the injury prone. I just think that no matter what, this is.
I don't care about the injury prone because right now he got a bunch of receivers that can't consistently catch. But Houston, but them Houston boys down there can.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all trying to say is Patrick Mahomes, you're on notice.
Oh, he's been. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, he's been on. Look, he's been on notice since Jalen Hurts came in and actually started. Now you just add a CJ Stroud to make it even more spicy. Oh yeah, he's been put on notice. But when it comes to the AFC, y'all thought he thought that Joe Burrow and Josh Allen was going to be the problem. No, it's CJ Stroud. That's the future of the AFC. Get ready, Mahomes. You're going to need it.
Because next year they do have some draft capital, and all they're going to do is build behind that young man.
Particularly that offensive line and that defensive line.
I'm about to say, I focus on the defensive line more than offense. That offensive line is actually not as bad as they are. I think the best thing they did was...
It can be better.
I think the best thing they did was find Larry Tunsil to resign. That was the best thing they could have done.
But you got to think about, look who's the GM.
Oh, I agree, but I'm just saying, it's a good start. Look, I get it. You would never have love for him, but at one point, you're going to have to let this man be the GM and let him go.
I don't care.
You got to let him work.
I don't give a hoot nanny.
If he's running the team and he's building this team,
whoa. Did he say a hoot nanny?
Yep.
Woo!
Look, the man drafted CJ Stroud, right?
Wow. That's one impact player he drafted.
Hold on. He drafted CJ, he drafted Will Anderson, and he brought the Miko Ryans in. So let's not just slide on
that. Three pretty damn good pieces, and he did sign a pretty damn good corner too.
Exactly. So and he is doing something. He brought in Dalton Schultz this year, who's been playing well. He drafted the Tank. So this is his group that he's doing. So
I agree with Lone Wolf. I do not care for Yas.
No. You don't have to care, but the work
man is doing a hell of a good job.
And that's all I'm saying. The work is showing.
I gonna say the only thing I saying is Nick Castillo, you know me.
Just don't screw it up.
We don't like you.
No.
Please.
Don't screw this up.
I said this 2 weeks ago.
I don't like you and I never will.
Don't F this up.
No. Because you got a good thing going right now.
He's like a best.
You F this up, you're going to F around and find out that your ass going to end up in the unemployment line.
This man, Nick Castillo, has make my head hurt and my skin crawl. He is basically a 20-year younger, 30-year younger Bill Belichick. That's who he reminds me of.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out in due time. But right now, you gotta give him credit. No one expected them to be over 500 after 12 weeks.
No. I'll give D'Amico Ryans credit.
Yes, you give him credit, but you got to give him credit because without him drafting it,
I'm not giving Nick Castillo credit. He should have done this a long time ago.
How can you do it a long time ago? We just got there 2 years ago.
He got there for 3.
But he got rid of the trash. The trash is gone.
And the reason why I never forgive him because he never give Frazier nothing to work with. He never give Lovie Smith nothing to work with. And I'm supposed to give you praises. Get on out of here.
Look, you cannot be mad at that man when there's trash all over the building. You got to get rid of the trash first in order for you to grow. Look at Detroit. You got to get rid of a lot of trash in order for them to be where they're at right now. And Detroit has a lot of trash. Let's not start with their trash.
Who?
Detroit. Let's not start with Detroit's trash.
No. You want to talk about that team that resides in 8 Mile? No. You need to go ahead. Before you want to talk about trash, let's talk about the trash that resides in the nation's capital.
They didn't even play this week. They played Thursday.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it.
I'm just saying, before you want to talk about the trash over there in Houston, because it wasn't really trash, because they guys like Warren Wolf said, Lovie Smith and the other one, they had nothing to work with, and they gave them 1 year and kicked them out the door. No fair. Now the Miko Ryans come in now and they finally got a team, and you want me to give this man a goddamn cookie?
Yes,
Nah.
I do, because here
I'll give him a cookie. I'll give him a cookie for drafting the right people.
But you got to give him credit
I'll
for
give him a
getting
cookie
D'Amico
for
there,
that.
because if it wasn't for him getting D'Amico, would D'Amico be in Houston right now?
No.
All right,
But
then.
I'm just saying, he finally doing something right. But I'm just saying, don't F this up.
That we all in agreement. But I'm just saying is, when you have old stuff that's got to go, as the GM walking through there, you got to get rid of it. Mm-hmm. You got to get rid of the dirt in order for your team to grow. Look at Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell had to get rid of a lot of old crap in order for him to flourish the way he's at right now.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yes. Hand raise, yes.
See, I want to piggyback off of that, because I knew about since we're all, well, one,
except
two,
for one
and three.
Except for one.
He's just visiting. I gave him a cup of popcorn. Did you enjoy your popcorn? But
I ain't give, and we made sure we ain't give no damn butter.
Anywho, we knew that the Lions was going to be a problem when Dan Campbell, when that man cried on TV about his team
over a loss. Over a loss.
When he said he would do anything and he's giving them his blood, sweat, and tears, I knew that then that man was going to be a problem.
Yep.
Okay.
And that he is
now. And even if this team does not make it far, which I think they will.
They love CJ. They love CJ. They love this. They love D'Amico. They love that man.
Yeah. I think D'Amico Ryans is equally as, we're talking about coaches of the year, if y'all haven't caught on.
Yeah.
For the other people.
Yeah.
But agree.
Yeah. D'Amico Ryans.
And Dan Campbell.
That's
it. That's 1 and 2 right now.
We don't even have a conversation about nobody else, because those two coaches have literally changed the culture of their teams. Honorable mention, Mike McDaniels.
Yeah. But it's really them two.
It's
all about them two.
But I got to give an honorable mention to Mike McDaniels.
But yeah.
Don't shake your head, because when we've been watching the whatchamacallit.
Oh, speaking of, that comes on anyway.
Yeah,
the Hard Knocks.
Yeah, the Hard Knocks, and then watching like the interview about him on the pivot and really getting to see him outside of the game. Mm-hmm. It gives you a whole full circle view of these coaches.
But yeah, if you look at
outside, I agree with you. I agree with you with this only one thing. Coach of the year candidate. Them two.
That's it.
But I said honorable mention if we had to put 3.
I ain't gonna lie. Mike has, I know we all expected the Dolphins to be this good, but then to be clawing their way in could possibly get in the first place in the AFC.
And their culture is so different.
I agree. I get it.
You ain't got nobody on fire like that. The Fins fans ain't been this happy in I can't remember how long.
They probably haven't been happy since we've been born.
Right. Thank you.
I still don't care for their owner, Mr. Ross.
Can't do nothing. Well, can't do nothing about that. You know this. That's the good old boys league. Can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't care for him, but
let's
like, you don't care for the owner of Houston, right. But guess what? We talking about the Texans.
You're right.
All right then.
You're right. But next game, the Colts managed to pull it off against the Bucks.
No.
Shut up.
I was about to say I didn't even lone wolf myself for that. I just wanted to do. But if you want to go ahead and wolf yourself, Evans, go right ahead.
Mike Evans still had a 2-touchdown game.
Exactly.
So Colts to me is one of them teams that wants to be a part of the party, but not going to be a part of the party. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Same.
And Tampa Bay look like they want to be a part of the party, but as long as the four-headed monsters in the NFC is still up there, you got no shot against them four. And the four I'm talking about is the Detroit Lions, the Dallas Cowboys, the gang over there in the fighting city, and last but definitely not the least,
War dogs.
Yeah, the Dogs. So I ain't want to talk about Tampa Bay. I ain't want to talk about the Colts. I don't care to talk about the Falcons and the Saints because Arthur Smith, you think I supposed to give you a goddamn cookie after you finally gave Bijan Robinson the ball?
And we've been telling you to do that all year long.
Desmond Riddle.
Because you still ain't find Cal Pitts. Trade him. Trade him.
Desmond Riddle, you're not a good quarterback.
Told you this.
You're not a good quarterback.
But they put Heineke back on the bench to go start this bum again.
Heineken?
And that is, I say, hey, Atlanta, did you take a lesson from Washington? They disrespected Heineke, and Heineke got them close to the postseason.
Yeah.
Before they messed that up.
Let me break you down about Heineke. Heineke and Gardner Minshew, they both got two things. They both got one thing in common. They're good for a few games, but you better not start them long term. Because once you start them long term, you find out who they really are. Backups. They're backups. They're not starters. The backups.
I understand that, but if I have to choose between Heineke and Riddle, Heineke.
It don't matter. Look, it don't matter. Look, Look, remember last year, Heineke was what? One game away from the playoffs? Big game came up, smaller than mini-me.
Nope, because Ron Rivera decided to yank him out and put Glass Sr. in there.
Yeah, because he threw 4 picks. He threw 4 picks in the first half.
No. They went with Glass Sr. in the beginning of the game. Not you talking about the 49er game last year. We understand that part.
It don't matter. The thing is about them two they are good for they are a highlight for a couple of games. If you need 2 games out of them before your starters come back, you can get the best version of them. But if you're telling me 4, 5, 6, 7 games, you're gonna find out who they really are. And you found out with Gardner Minshew who he really was too. He threw 2 picks in that last game, and if it weren't for them really running the ball, the Colts would have probably lost that game. Same thing with the Falcons. How many picks did Desmond Riddle threw? 2. And the only touchdown he threw was to Bijan Robinson. And that was it. And the thing about Taylor Heineke, he can push the ball all he wants, but he can't put no points up on the board. You got to put the points up. Without the points, you can't do nothing.
But let me get back to the Saints. Saints have continued to have red zones woes.
You're trash. Just call it what it is.
Every time Derek Carr pushed the people down on the yards, you escape with 3 points. I don't know. The last time I think they scored an offensive touchdown was against the Vikings. Now it's Chris Olave.
That's my point.
And ever since then, Saints red zones had continued been woes. I think they're like 29th in the red zone.
They definitely one of the worst.
Trash. They have a defensive coordinator as a head coach. No.
You know how that end up being when you have a defensive coordinator as your coach.
Trash.
Nope. Go ahead. Next.
We talked about them earlier, but we did say Derrick Henry was gonna have a fun day against these boys, and he did. And 2 touchdowns, smell the grass twice.
Yep. Oh, and if you ever want a safe bet, here's a safe bet that you can always rely on when it comes to Carolina. You do realize that this boy has not thrown over 200 yards yet.
Yep. Keep it under.
Yet. So whatever his under is, stay there. If it's under 200, you're great.
Well, I can tell you one team that don't have no offensive problems. The Rams. Even though Cooper Cup ain't 100%, they still have Pookie and they still have Tutu and they had Tyler Higbee who scored twice and Kyrie Williams who had about 202 yards of all-purpose offense. And they went ahead and insert that pen into their rear end hole. Yep, right there. Kyler Murray was pedestrian. They gave you. I'll say that they gave you the dick.
Oh God.
Long style.
Straight up the poop shoots. Raw too.
Oh yeah. And Ty Higbee exposed his left testicle, exposed his right testicle, and rubbed his nutsack all over the Cardinals defense.
He scored 3 times? I thought it was twice.
I think it's 3.
Come on, Williams?
No. Higbee.
Oh, he did 2, and then Kyler.
He
and
did
then
2.
Williams
Kyrie
did
did 2.
He did 2, and Williams did 2.
Don't matter. He exposes his nutsack on the Arizona Cardinal defense, just like everyone else has, except for the Cowboys, evidently.
The left one and the right one?
Yeah, he exposed the 2 ball sack.
Well,
it was good enough.
Well, here you go, Arizona. You can get this. You can just quietly and just.
It don't want to work.
It don't, but that's okay. Because it can just easily just go away.
Oh, yeah. End your season. I understand. With your decisions trying to keep Kyler Murray or jump in the quarterback pool.
Speaking of a team, look, I would say speaking of a team that might get their quarterback back.
Woo, Jesus.
Well, I would like to talk about that for 2.5 seconds before I go on to this next game. So evidently, I see a lot of fantasy owners starting to pick up this guy that resides in MetLife Stadium.
That still does not sound right.
What?
That still does not sound right.
No, it don't sound right. And I'm not talking about the blue one. I'm talking about the green one. The only reason why it doesn't sound right because this man has entered the 21-day window, which means we are in week 13. Week 15, this man might be back. And with the Jets, that looking like they might be on life support with their record. The question is, I would like to ask the 3 of y'all, and I will start with Lone Wolf first. Is it worth bringing him back?
Is it worth him bringing back? To be honest with you, the answer is no. No. Because you have too many teams that combine that's vying for the playoff spots. Buffalo, Denver, Pittsburgh, Houston, and the Jets have not been the same. Not even their defense has not been stout either. I don't understand what Rob Sale was thinking about putting Zach Wilson as third stringer, which I get that. But you put Tim Boyle in there, and he got wrecked. He got the doors blown off of him. Threw a few picks. including pick 6.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not.
I'm not.
But the point is, no, it's not worth him coming back. I suggest Aaron Rodgers, who will be 40 on, I think, Saturday. He'll be 40 on Saturday. I think I'd rather wait until next season. At least you can compete for the division with the Miami Dolphins or the Buffalo Bills. But bring him back right now, no. I can understand they're closing in on the postseason. Yeah, you can bring him back, but no. Too many teams are combining for a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, same question.
Okay. Here is why I am going the other way. I'm going the other way for this. Home game against Atlanta. You don't know which quarterback is going to start, and we just saw how they are right now. All they got to do is survive that game. They could probably win that one. That's 5-7. You do realize they have split with the Bills. They've beaten us already. I keep forgetting that part. We took a bad loss to them. That's problem number 2. They're not out of the woodworks just yet. Are they on life support? Probably. Lose this game, then yeah, you're probably going to tell them they need to go ahead and go home. But if they just happen to win this game at MetLife with the Falcons, you're not out the woods just yet because you've already beaten a couple of teams back in the earlier stages of the year that you weren't supposed to.
That you got tiebreakers over.
Ding, 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 ding. That's why if I were them, this week will be the ultimate test to bring 8 back. Because if they pull this game out, and let's just say, just for a hypothetical example, they don't wait the 21 days. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, they practice him for a week for this week, practice him next week. They got a big game against Houston. Throw him out there in Houston. Let's not wait until then. If we're that close, you got to play Houston. That's a team that's right there in your way in the playoffs. You bring A-Rod back for that game. You got to win off of there. Now we're looking at 6-7. And then the rest of the schedule for them. Yeah, of course, they got to see the Miami Dolphins. That'll probably be their only other loss. But then after that, you got the Commanders, Browns, Patriots.
3 winnable games.
All right, then. All you need to do is win 4 out of 5? And let one of the other teams take another couple losses? You telling me A-Rod can't pull that off? Telling me the Jets defense can't hold off for one more week? I think they can.
Okay. Sis?
A-Rod.
Is it?
Worth him coming back or no?
Oh, man. First of all, and what is it? This week you will be over the hill?
40.
He will be over the hill. Happy birthday.
What a great 40th birthday gift to get him to come back.
With that said, he gonna get hurt though. And y'all know I don't be like to talk about people like that.
What you do anyway?
But I do because I tell the truth and shame the devil. Just like I told the truth last night. Y'all, he wanted to cuss me out last night. Because I told him Day was going to hit a 3 and within 60 seconds he hit a 3. Then I said, oh, he going to hit another one. And guess what he did? He hit another one. So, you know, y'all know I be talking that reckless stuff and it be happening right away. So, anywho, I really don't want him to get hurt. And that's my only concern is that he's going to get himself hurt. That's it.
But the only way you can test that out is by putting them out there.
Yep.
Schedule says they can make it.
No.
It's the team. Can they make it?
That I do not know.
We won't know until he goes. And like I said, I think this weekend's game will show me if that team is motivated enough that Aaron will say, you know what? Give me a helmet. Give me my shoulder pads. Give me my cleats. Let's go.
Right. So
if they don't win this game at home against the Falcons, if I was number 8, I'll put that jersey back on until next year.
It's so much. He could.
That's why I'm not going to. How should I say this, y'all? I'm not going to jump to conclusions with my answer. But I will say this. If they can pull it off at home against Atlanta, my answer will be yes. Because I think with the teams that they beat earlier in the year, they will have enough of a tie break where they could sneak in one of those 6-7 spots.
Yep.
But if they lose to ATL,
or the season's over.
Well, with y'all being 4-7,
it'll be 4-8 if that loss.
4-8. 9-8 ain't getting you in the 9-8 ain't getting you in the playoffs this year in the AFC.
Nah.
And it ain't gonna get you in the playoffs in the NFC either.
Nope.
10-7 or better.
Yep.
10-7 or better. If you ain't got 10 wins, you ain't going no place.
Lord Jesus, Michael Porter Jr. got 6 threes.
Mm-hmm.
So, big game in MetLife. But
season ending in MetLife.
Oh, speaking of the track team gotta go to the nation capital.
Well, that's dead.
But I got 4 words to say. Broncos country. That's right.
Oh Lord, here he goes, y'all. Oh, look what y'all done woke. You done woke him up. Jesus, James Harden got 4 threes.
Oh,
can you believe it?
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it again one more time for people in the back.
That's right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Boy, when I tell you how to play our offense, I tell you how to play our offense. I told you to get away from number 95, wherever he was at, go the other way. And Lord, they're listening, and they went the other way. And boy, I haven't seen us be this dominant at home in a long time. So that was one of those whoa moments. But this is his 4th game. He has not thrown a pick. Actually, his 5th game. He has not thrown a pick. This is getting weird. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He who?
Oh, Russell Wilson. I give him. I'd say his name, Russell Wilson. He has not thrown a pick in 5 games.
Jesus, y'all heard that?
His touchdown to interception ratio is high. I love what I'm seeing out of this. He's not doing too much. He's doing what he needs to do on third downs. And in his last game, he just showed y'all, guess what? Not only I can throw the ball, but did you forget I can run?
I can run it too.
I can run it too. The man ran for a touchdown. I said, say what? We running for touchdowns now? That's what we doing? All right.
He was feeling froggy.
The only
I
thing
forgot. He also today. We also gotta give. I have to do this. Have to do this.
I gotta give
Russell Carrington Wilson, happy birthday!
Yeah,
you turned 35 today. Shout out to you and Sierra. I know y'all having a great day, having a great time. Make sure that baby comes out nice and healthy, and continue to play the way you've been playing, running the ball. Great job, Sean Payton. Great scheming. And what a hell of a touchdown he threw in the end zone to that tight end. I tell you, that ain't been Russell Wilson. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, but to make it miscue, he didn't turn the ball over. I mean, he didn't throw the interception. He did turn the ball over.
He did do a pick?
No, he fumbled.
Oh,
that was on fourth down.
That's all right. I can live with that.
We can take a fumble, but relax. Don't blow the moment.
I'm not gonna blow the moment.
Talking about this man turnover. Stop. This is the first turnover in 5 games. Sorry.
Y'all know 5th win.
Yeah, this is win number 5. And this is the one I was more concerned about more than all of them. And actually, this ain't even the one I'm more concerned about. This week is the one I'm more concerned about. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. We got Houston. This is the one.
DJ.
We gotta go down to H-Town to do this. So
they gotta go see CJ.
This is the one. Of all the games we played, if we want to make the playoffs, this is the one.
You gotta beat CJ. You gotta be the contender too. And right now, Houston is not a pretender.
No.
Yeah. And they're in our way right now, so they gotta get out of the way.
Good luck. They're gonna be tough. But next game I want to talk about.
Oh, go ahead. I'll talk about my defense did their job.
As always.
My defense
the last 5 games, they've been doing what they need to do.
Did their job. Get to the quarterback. Oh, and by the way, refs, you screwed up. That was not roughing the passer. That was clean hit. Too bad it's not my fault. He couldn't gain weight, or be up in the late weight room. He got blasted. Even Tom Brady said that wasn't no roughing the passer. But my defense, on the other hand, forced turnovers. Do what you do best. Vance Joseph, you're starting to get out of my doghouse slowly but surely.
Slowly?
Yeah, me too.
I say slowly. I've been putting him out the doghouse.
That was it. So but I'll put you out there. I got you on a long leash. Don't screw this up, Vance Joseph. You're doing a good job.
But I will yank that shit. I'm sorry.
I will yank it back. Say,
I'm sorry, Ashley. I'm sorry. It slipped out. But man,
but in your bed,
I would yank
it's
Van
never
Joseph
gonna
ass
happen.
I would yank Van Joseph ass like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
But the problem is, but the good thing is, Vance Joseph doing good. Broncos, we are still in second place in the AFC. We're 2 games behind the Chiefs. We got a chance.
Speaking of the Chiefs.
Playoffs, yes. Not that.
Speaking of the Chiefs.
Oh,
Chiefs, you found your receivers found the hands it look like. And it looked like whatever in doubt.
No, but Isaiah Pacheco found himself.
Hey. And whatever in doubt, just give it to that madman thing. Hey, it didn't matter for her.
Oh, shit.
It didn't. Hey,
say that.
Yeah. Hey. Hell yeah.
Hey, just give it to that madman Isaiah Pacheco. Just give that man. Don't worry, Ashley. It didn't mean nothing for you, so don't worry about that.
Go to hell. We not starting this.
I did. You want to go ahead and give praise to a running back that gave you empty calories? Silence.
The calories were not empty.
Oh, it wasn't empty for me because you gave me my ticket. Thank you.
Blah blah blah. Don't it sound like Charlie Brown's Christmas? Blah 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 blah.
No. No.
Somebody in their feelings.
You know why? For me, I want back my house in the asylum because I have some dead ass receipts that I have to go get from last year, and I'm gonna get my receipts. The problem is the people them that's in the house, I don't have receipt for them, except for one. But go ahead.
What's the second?
I'll put one out the house for you.
You got it.
Oh.
Quarter cup of white sugar.
So
yeah, Chiefs are the Chiefs. That's all we got. Chiefs are the Chiefs.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, but don't think when you're up when you're down 14-0, you can do that to other elite teams, because the elite teams is not gonna let you out the hook in the playoffs. You being down like that.
Oh, never done that.
Before one, I don't care how good your record is, Patrick Mahomes, when you're down double digits. What I do know, in the playoffs this year, you go ahead and do that BS and see where your ass at. And by the way,
he'll be home because he's got another problem, and that's
he has not been off the home floor for his whole career. But pack your bags, buddy, because it looks like you're about to go do some traveling before you get to Vegas.
Raiders fans who are annoying and disgusting, thought they had it in the bag. Yeah, and I went to Rivers for a while, watched the game, watched the Raiders. They were talking all that smack. I'm like this. I told them this. The difference between our lead and your lead is this. You taking on an elite quarterback that can put 21, 28 points all on your head fast and quick. We don't take them. We have not touched it yet. Just like that. Raider fans, you disgust me. That's what I always say. F the Raiders.
All I have to say is they will always be beneath us until they get themselves in order. I got nothing for them.
Next.
I knew when they were up 14 and I was like,
they're gonna blow it.
Nah, this ain't gonna last.
Nope. And what you know?
28 unanswered points. 28. Basically, in other words, Raiders fans, you woke up the one person that hates you more than all. This is what happens when you wake him up. Sorry.
So, guys, I got a receipt.
Or
I got a receipt. I got a receipt for the people them who for some certain people. Certain people. I have a receipt for. Yeah, ready for the receipt?
Roll it.
This event happened around almost 7:30.
Okay.
Y'all remember this? Oh no, we're not. We don't want to see that. That ain't what we want to see. That ain't what we want to see. You know why I want to see? It's right here. I hate when I'm right. I love it. I love it when I'm right. And y'all chose to get y'all behind off the hook, believing that these boys was going to fall to that good-for-nothing Pick City bad man over there residing in tables, ladders, and chairs. I told each and every one of you two little nincompoops right there, yeah, right there, right there, right there. Stop doubting Hearts. Jalen Hart's a bad boy. That's a bad boy. He's slowly becoming to go up and he's slow. Hey, senor, he's on his way to that elite class. He's on his way to the elite class of gentlemen you don't bet against. Big test this week. Biggest test. Biggest test for y'all. Y'all pull this one off, we might have to come back to the chair and ask you to be in the elite company of GOAT and my homeboy. Because right now, people want to bet against you. Not me. I didn't. I didn't. I had Bird Gang all the way, baby. Bird Gang, gang, gang. Me? As long as y'all play like that, y'all all right with me. I'm just letting y'all know. On Sunday, I don't care how much days rest y'all have. Y'all boys will beat tonight. Big City. He go Big City. He go Big City. He didn't throw a pick, but he did some shit. He overthrew a pass. Now he look like ass. Hey, hey. He can't throw a pass.
I mean,
He couldn't throw a pass. You had 0 blitz. All you had to do was do it to the one-on-one coverage.
Oh man.
I mean,
you had 0
it never
blitz.
Fails. It never
0
fails.
blitz. You had 0 blitz. All you had to do was do it to the open man. One-on-one. But what did you do? You overshot it.
Like, it never fails with him. It is the 8th week in a row. It is the 8th week in a row. This is the 8th week in a row that he enters the Pick City house. It has not failed. This is starting to become almost just as easy as Christian McCaffrey getting to the end zone. It doesn't fail.
Yeah, him throwing a pick is like minus 220 now.
Like it doesn't. It amazes me how week by week, he always finds a way to throw one. He always, he either turns it over or he throws a pick. And in this week, he did both. Like, what are we doing? At this time, you actually, yards wise, you actually play better than Jalen Hurts. You literally did everything right to beat Jalen Hurts. But you just don't have it. You don't have the it. And I said this to my wife, and I'm going to say this to y'all. This is the difference between a team that can make the playoffs versus a team that can win a championship. That was championship football. When you are dead and done and think you're dead and out, you find ways to win. It doesn't matter how ugly it is. It doesn't matter how horrible it looks. As long as the W is on your side and not the other side, a win is a win. If it takes Jalen Hurts to do like he just did, which is 3 touchdowns in the air and 2 touchdowns on the ground, it don't matter. I got to do whatever I can to win the game. And this is what Jalen Hurts is the difference between him last year and this year. 2 different coordinators. You got a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator, and you're still 10-1. All because of the cohesiveness and one guy. And one guy has changed the entire trajectory of what the Eagles could have been to where they are now. Jalen Hurts is the difference. I give the GM a whole bunch of credit because you had to make the ballsy move of getting rid of Carson Wentz, which is the guy that even though we all might not like it, but for 13 weeks, the Eagles were the best team because of him. Granted, he got hurt. Everything changed. No matter what happens, the record book still says he's a Super Bowl champion. Doesn't matter what happens. The difference between the two, culture. The culture has changed because of him in Philadelphia. Now, at one point, the Eagles did boo. Eagles boo. Because that's what they do.
Listen.
They don't care.
Listen.
Who do you want?
Jeffrey Lurie is one of the greatest GMs we have in our lovely league.
Absolutely.
Jeffrey Lurie, I have nothing, zero, zilch, nada, nothing to say about him.
No.
Because every time this man has been, ever since the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, he has found a way, even though they might not make the playoffs, they damn sure is relevant.
I agree. And
they are more relevant now than ever.
I give Lurie credit. We gotta give Nick Sirianni a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Because Nick Sirianni, he just said, I don't care how bad it is out here. We're going to stick to what we know, which is running the football and Jalen Hurts putting the ball in your hands and leading us to victory. No matter how ugly it is, no matter how terrible the weather is, no matter if the other team thinks they got it in the bag, they're in our house. And what happens in our house is when we win in our house. They have not lost a home game yet this year in that building. And for them to have the audacity to give the 49ers a 3-point favorite in Philadelphia for this Sunday, if y'all do not take that prop bet right now at a +3 for the Eagles, boy, I tell you, I don't know what you think you're doing. In Eagle Land, man, you lost your mind by taking that one. A 3-point underdog, which means you're basically telling them they are a 6-point underdog because you give them 3 as a home favorite. Now you're basically telling them they are a 6-point underdog. Yeah, all right.
I want all the capital of that now.
Yeah, right now. Right now.
Right now.
Right now. A 3-point underdog against the Niners? Don't get me wrong. Niners are legit. Now, they feel like when they had Brock Purdy, they could win. But in Philadelphia, a 3-point underdog?
Lone Wolf, are you in attendance to agree?
I'll let you know by Sunday. But I'll let you know by Sunday.
Hold on. I know what you want. Hold on.
I need two things.
I know. Let me get one of them out the way. Hold on.
No, well, I need one guy to hold the picture and one guy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let me get your one out the way. Yeah.
Hold on a second. But I need
got you, sir. I got you right behind it, sir.
Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. On cue.
Is this your king? Huh? Is this your king?
Buffalo? Is this still your king? Is this still your king?
Look at that face on that motherfucker. Oh, God,
Put that picture up full mass.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Is that your king?
Sorry. Look at the face of that good for nothing man come through. Look at them, sad.
Look at them. Take a look at him. Take a look at him, Buffalo fans. This is a guy that leads the league in touchdowns. And he also league in interceptions.
And also leads the league in turnovers.
And you pay him $280 million.
Yeah. That mugshot of that good for nothing man right there.
Yeah.
But is this your king? Are you sure this is your king?
Every time I look at him, senor.
Is this your king?
Every time I see that face.
Is this your king?
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Yeah.
That face.
Shame on you. Last on Sunday. And you talking about you're supposed to be elite. But your elite behind ain't been in no elite Super Bowl yet.
Haven't made it back to the conference since what, 2020?
Second year, I think it was the third year in the league. Now we're in year what, 7?
2020.
Yep. So we're in year 7.
The COVID year.
Yep. First Lady, you are needed about your take on Mr. Jalen Hurts. I can't repeat what she just said.
What is it?
I will not repeat what she just said.
What is it?
Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh. That's a bad boy, ain't he?
Yeah. She said she yeah.
I said I want to pet that dog. What? And so all women in America.
Yeah, that's all I got. I can't say nothing else. That's all her.
Well, sis, that man can get any woman he wants.
Exactly. And he's a cute.
Oh, he's a cute dog?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he really game pum pum. For sure. You see how he carry himself? See how he carry himself? Like a real professional. Bless this man. Love him.
But probably behind closed doors.
A dog. Speaking of, sister, I want to congratulate you for y'all proving my point about that good for nothing bum.
Oh,
Are we talking about Mr. Staley?
yeah.
Oh, hey, hey,
I know all I want. I know all I want. A piece of him. You know me too.
yeah, Ravens country.
Raven country.
Let's go, Flock.
What do you have to say about Mr. Staley?
And now no charges, no.
Okay, so basically, she's basically telling me this when it comes to Brandon Staley.
Oh, this right here.
Yeah, and she says, and she said he still needs to lose his job.
I'm looking like King Harris. I'm standing on business. He needs to lose his job.
We better say Brandon said he need to lose his job.
Hey, Wolf, what you got for him?
Well, I gotta place an order. See, I gotta order Brandon Staley lose his job. See, his orders are I like to have one order of get out of LA. You shouldn't have had that job in the first place. With a side of you suck as a head coach. And your drinks will be bending backwards, bending over every time you see a elite team screw you over. For the price of you getting fired. You should have been fired last year. You're not a head coach. You suck as a head coach. You're not a leader. You don't galvanize the troops. Kellen Moore is more of a leader than you.
Your nanny's a never mind.
And he's office coordinator. You wasting Justin Herbert's years of service, along with Austin Eckler's. Key Allen ain't got that much time.
No.
And you wasted it right now. You wasted
3 years of your sorry behind.
And you wasting Joey Bosa's time. He always get hurt.
Why he on the shelf now too with his unfortunate behind.
Don't forget Khalil Mack.
And he always get hurt.
Oh, they wasted him. Oh, he wasted him. Matter of fact, can I take this one for me?
Sure.
Rob, you got me on cue? Because you're not bringing all points, right?
Which one? The ding or the cuss button?
No cuss button. Me and cussing.
Okay.
I'm trying to be good.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to be good.
Ding will be fine.
Okay, I have the ding button ready.
I think I'll be good.
Okay, go for it.
Asshole. Well, this same bum last year, didn't he blow a 27-0 lead in the playoffs? Didn't they for 2 whole years, not to mention this year, but 2 years ago, I've been calling for his ass to leave my fucking league. I'm sorry, it came out, but I'm pissed off at that good for nothing bastard. Like, he really pissed me off. Did y'all see the bone coverages that defense had on Sunday night?
Easy man-to-man coverage. Man-to-man coverage.
No communication. Nothing.
Oh.
It's like,
it's embarrassing.
No, it's like the players don't want you there. Like, just like what Rex Ryan said, I think you need to go back to Division III football where you belong.
I agree.
Because, not to give any kind of disrespect,
but go ahead.
Damn. At least Urban Meyer, when he was Ohio State coach better than you.
Ding.
Yeah.
Like, how bad are you to have all of this talent on the defensive side of the ball? You got two guys that should be getting at least 11 sacks a season. You got a safety and a corner that should be all pros every year. I'm talking about Asante Samuel's protege, his mirror, and Darwin James. You got 4 all-pro defensive people on your squad. And you had only 2 guys over with the Rams, and you managed to make a Super Bowl out of that. But you mean to tell me you can't make a Super Bowl defense with 2 top 10 defensive linemen and an All-Pro and another All-Pro safety?
Not to mention, one of them is almost a future Hall of Famer.
Oh, the Mac is a future Hall of Famer. Because the Raiders didn't want to give him the respect. But guess what?
We are.
Give him the respect. The Bears didn't want to give him respect. But guess what? We are.
We surely are.
So, Brandon Staley, I hope to God that your ass is a part of that Black Monday.
Oh, he will.
Black Monday is coming. And the day that I see on Sports Center or First Take that they say we have breaking news. The Chargers have finally fired head coach Brandon Staley. You know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna have a big celebration and I'm gonna do it live. So you know it's gonna be epic. See, Chris Ballard, by the way, you could kiss my ass too. You still stink. Chris I got as much hate for you as I got for Chris Ballard times 20.
Yikes.
You're wasting a future Hall of Famer talent. You know you can win a Super Bowl with that boy, right? You know you can win a Super Bowl with that offense, right? The offense ain't the problem.
The defense.
AKA
and what's supposed to be his specialty?
Defense.
Why your defense is ranked second to last?
Against the run.
Oh, bro, don't even talk about the run. Let's talk about the pass because they're second to last in that. By the way, thank you for having Zay Flowers have his breakout game against you.
Twice.
Even though I probably didn't need it, he had 2 house calls on your side behind. And after how you wanted to go ahead and disrespect that reporter talking about, oh, you go coach the defense, you believe in your scheme and all of that BS. What scheme you have? What scheme?
Throwing your own players under the bus.
What's your scheme? Because I didn't see no scheme out there in Baltimore.
Oh, I know the scheme. I know the scheme. Throwing your own defensive players under the bus.
That's exactly what he did. And that's one thing a coach don't ever do. You know that's an unwritten rule, right? So you know what happens now, right? You know you lost the locker room, right? Not saying you haven't lost the locker room.
Man, he lost the locker room. He lost the locker room since Green Bay.
Not like you ain't lost the goddamn locker room. Like, let me see, 1, 2, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Ever since you came in this league. Ever since you got that job with the Chargers, I had a bad juju feeling about you, and I was right.
The final straw was when he lost to the Packers. That was the final straw.
Nah, forget that. His final straw for me is when he blew that 27-0 lead in the playoffs.
Dude, I understand that, but completely lost locker room. The Packers game.
Okay, so let's have an argument. What is worse, Rob? Losing in the playoffs after you had a 27-0 handicap against them, or losing a regular season game against the Packers?
That playoff game is never forgivable. That's what's gotten him almost fired.
Thank you. And you have to agree with me, Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
Playoffs, regular season. Different juggernauts we talking about here.
Oh, yeah.
They had a chance to go against their division rival in Arrowhead, where they have went toe-to-toe with. And who knows what would have happened in that game, y'all? Who knows? You are blowing this man career, and you need to be eradicated. Not yesterday, not 3 years ago. Right now. You shouldn't have been back. You shouldn't have been back on the plane in Jacksonville. You shouldn't have been back on the plane. They should have had your ass walk. Walk your backside 3,000 plus miles all the way back to the West Coast. And then when you go back, all your stuff is already outside. Now, about this last game. Like Rob said, Rob, you said whenever a backup quarterback has been, when you are naturally a backup quarterback and you've been out there for a little bit too long, and then all of a sudden it kind of shows the error of your ways. They had Josh Dobbs be the starting quarterback for about 12 weeks now, about to be week 13. I think he kind of ran out of his mojo. Or was it one bad game?
Let's not talk. He had Jordan Addison up the sideline. All he had to do was throw it in bounds, and he would have been a walking touchdown. I had him for a first touchdown score. And for 48 minutes, ain't nobody scored touchdown. And he had the one shot, throw it down the field, wide open. Man was 10 yards behind him. Threw it out of bounds. Josh Dobbs, 4 picks. 4 picks. 4 picks. 6 turnovers overall. 6 turnovers overall.
That sounds like a broken record.
I've never seen a game like I thought y'all game was bad. This was
Well, I could understand why you're saying that, but our was only 10-7. At
There it is.
least there were 2 touchdowns scored in our game, yes, but I can understand why you're saying that ours might have been better because they only scored 1.
And they still lost. That's the
Unfortunately.
kicker. The only touchdown that was scored did not belong to the winning team. It belonged to the losing team. Dobbs, I don't know what happened to you. I mean, I know the Broncos beat you up pretty badly, but good Lord.
Hold on a second. Do Rick Ross. Huh.
Oh, and Ashley almost cashed on a prop bet because she thought that and it almost worked. It almost worked for 48 minutes. It almost worked. She called for
no touchdowns
touchdowns.
scored?
She called for no touchdowns. And it almost worked.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
And I don't see no horseshoe in your hand or a grenade in your hand. That narrows it down.
Oh, we know that. And then shout out to whoever made the prop bet of TJ Hockenson to be the first touchdown and the last touchdown. Because it was the only one. So shout out to whoever made that prop bet. That God, one up the scene, just up the scene and had the man beat. How did you throw 4 picks? You threw more picks than you threw when you were in Arizona in one game.
At least he played better in Arizona, though. Played a hell of a lot better in Arizona. He did beat the Cowboys.
Like, if I was Justin Jefferson, I wouldn't come back to that. You gonna overshot me like that? Oh no, I would not.
That's why they've been reported. That's why they've been reported that they're thinking about. Well, that's why they've been reported talking about bringing back Nick Mullins.
They better, because
since he's been there for a couple of years and he knows the system.
And the bad part about it was, every time he threw a pick, their prop bet for Minnesota to win was still them favorite. It did not change.
Because the score didn't change.
Yeah, the score never changed. All Dobbs had to do was throw maybe 3 or 4 good balls, and the game would have been over.
Field goal range.
Forget field goal range. All he had to do was throw 2 touchdowns. That was it. 2 touchdowns and the game was over.
Well, he tried to score for that second one, but that second one in the end,
all I got to say to Minnesota is your season's done. That was it.
Gross.
Split the Bears. Your season's done. Detroit, only thing you just got to do, if I'm not mistaken, I think you got to go to Green Bay and beat Green Bay. That's it. Just go back and beat Green Bay after they got another one on you on Thanksgiving.
Well, they got to go back. Well, I don't think that'll be a problem for Detroit. Because the last time they was over there in Green Bay was the last time Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay.
Waxed. Oh, yeah. So, I hope the NFL don't ever put 2 dumpster fires like that on a Sunday night or a Monday night like that for the rest of the year.
Yeah, please just flex the games. Flex the games. Flex it. Flex it. Flex them. So I gonna ask y'all a better question off of your top 5. Who are you taking out and who are you replacing? I'll tell you right now. I'm keeping Philly for sure. Keeping Bang Bang. I'm keeping the Fish. Keeping the Cowboys.
For me,
I'm
gonna take.
I'm keeping Baltimore.
So you getting rid of the Chiefs?
That means I will have to get rid of the Chiefs and put them at 6 and put the Cowboys at 5.
Nope. I'm not doing that.
I'm the only reason why I'm doing that is because I want to see them consistently catch.
Okay. I see where you're going. I got the Eagles.
I need to see them because the Niners can catch. Eagles can catch. Baltimore, they can catch. Miami definitely can catch. Dallas. I'm keeping catchers in. Dolphins, I got them at 5. Boys, 4. And you know the rest 3.
I got the Eagles, the War Dogs, the Lions.
Oh, you're right. You're right about the Lions.
Bottom losing factor.
Well,
the Lions.
Yep.
Ravens, come on up.
Who?
The Ravens, come on up.
Oh, the Ravens go up. Okay.
And I got the fish.
Okay.
So I had the Steelers at 5, but I gotta take them out because there's other teams better than them. I'm not putting the Cowboys at 6 until they beat a real team that's above 500. I'll put them in the top 5. They get a shot tomorrow.
I wouldn't even put them in the top 5 even if they beat the Seahawks.
No, Cowboys gotta beat a real team.
I'm not putting them. I won't put
You know
them
what?
in the top 5 if they don't.
Scratch that. No.
I'm
gonna take the fish out because there's another team that's better than the fish.
Huh?
I gotta find them.
The fish. I will. Okay.
No.
That you said the Lions. I will
I
have.
leave the Lions alone. I'll put the Ravens there. But there's somebody out there that's better than the site, better than the fish. And the fish record is what, 7-5?
I want to say yes.
No, they're 8-3.
8-3. Yeah.
8-3. I'll put the fish on there I need the fish on there for now. But they also remind me they also got to beat a real team too.
Them and Dallas is the same thing, but they're up there. Rob, what you got?
Eagles 1, Niners 2. I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect the Chiefs like that. I can't. That's at 3 because they're the champs. And until you beat the champs, they're not coming off the list. Actually, no. Ravens 3, Chiefs 4, and I will put the Dolphins at 5.
So Lions is not in your list.
No, that lost to the Packers right now. That's a stinger. That stings. I can't give them that just yet.
That's a bad loss.
That was a bad loss.
Bad loss.
And they could have broken their curse of Thanksgiving. So no, I can't do that. I can't do that with Detroit. They got to prove themselves back up. They got to prove themselves back as a top 5 team. They're a top 3 team and they're top 4 team, top 5 in the NFC. Not on the list just yet. They'll get back on. I think they'll get back on there.
They'll get a chance to get back up there, but not right now, though. That kind of disappoint me.
I like the Dolphins over the Cowboys because they're more consistent than the Cowboys. Now, granted, they both got the same MO. They can't beat a good team. But if I got to trust one of the two to win a good game,
I'll trust the Dolphins.
I'll trust the Dolphins. Plus, I like them better at home than I do like Dallas at home. Dallas at home is not an advantage for them.
And speaking of that, they do play each other in a couple weeks.
There you go. But the problem is they got to go to Miami.
I think it's in Miami.
That's the problem. You got to go to Miami. That's the problem.
There ain't no problem. Houston had to. Texas had to.
Yep. So that I I don't put the Texans in just yet. Now
No. I said Texas is hot too. You saying they gotta go? They gotta go. They gotta go to Florida, right?
You got to remember that humidity is different.
Oh yeah.
That humidity is different because when it's like 90 degrees in Miami on the field, it's like 110. Yeah, and they ain't got no shade. They only got shade for their side. They ain't putting no shade over there for the Dallas side. So no,
you gotta find your own shade.
Yeah, you got to bring your own. Remember the last time they went to Dallas? And matter of fact, yeah, last time they went to Miami. Remember, Dallas brought their own cooling and everything. They gonna have to do that again because they're gonna die in that kind of heat. That's a different kind of heat. Dry heat, you can survive. Humidity, different kind of heat.
Well, you know Jerry them got the money for that.
Oh yeah, you know Jerry gonna fund this one. I'm not even worrying about that. It's just like you said, it's all about winning big games for Dallas, and it's all about winning big games for the Dolphins.
And they're gonna clash.
Yep. And if I gotta choose between the better of the two evils, I'll take the evil that I know than the evil that I don't know. That I'm trying to find out. So I'm gonna keep the Dolphins at 5. And the words of us, fluid.
Very fluid.
So
because 1 and 2 bump heads.
Oh boy.
And I will say this: whatever happens, it's going to change the 1 and 2 spot. Because despite the record, they both head to head to me. So whoever wins this big Sunday afternoon matchup, I think they'll be on a full course to being one of the teams I might see in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a potential Vegas trip and home field advantage on the line, but we will soon see. But until now, we need to get out of here. Love it. Right on cue. So, we have to call week 14 game soon. But for now, we are out of here. Lone Wolf, Senor, yours truly, we out. Peace out.
Peace.